What's going on, everyone? It's Tayler Kyles here for CLNS Media. At the beginning of this offseason, the Patriots' odds at landing a true number one wide receiver on the free agent market seemed pretty slim, with the options being limited to Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman Jr., Calvin Ridley, and Marquise Brown. And as the days go by, their options just continue to dwindle. Today, Michael Pittman Jr. was hit with a non-exclusive franchise tag from Indianapolis. This comes one day after Mike Evans signed an extension to retire a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and about 1 week after Bengals receiver T. Higgins was hit with the exclusive franchise tag from Cincinnati. Now, Calvin Ridley and Marquise Brown are the only remaining options if the Patriots want a true difference-making receiver. Personally, I'm not so sure Marquise Brown is in that same category. I also don't think he'd fit with a Patriots wide receiver core that doesn't have a lot of big explosive athletes and whose only true building block at wide receiver is the undersized Mario Douglas. That leaves Calvin Ridley as the last true number one option if they want to sign someone off the market. Now, Ridley is about 29 years old, so he is up there in age, but he still showed that he can be a dynamic and explosive receiver, either as an X where he's isolated in one-on-one situations, or even inside or at the Z positions where he has a bit more flexibility as he's aligned off the line of scrimmage or in a reduced split. Now, the Patriots would have to throw a bag at Calvin Ridley, as this isn't, frankly, a very intriguing place for a lot of free agents to go, as we've seen with guys like Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield not even having New England on their list of potential destinations this offseason. The Patriots could still potentially get someone like Higgins or Michael Pittman Jr., as Higgins was franchise tagged with the intention of potentially getting a trade compensation for him, and Michael Pittman Jr. receiving the non-exclusive franchise tag means that he still has the option to negotiate with teams and potentially get a deal done elsewhere. But if a team does want to sign Michael Pittman Jr., they'd have to give up 2 first-round picks, which just doesn't seem very likely for a Patriots team that's in a rebuild, especially for Pittman, who I see as more of a 1B as opposed to the true 1A type of explosive receiver that the Patriots need. Now, luckily, this is an absolutely stacked wide receiver class throughout the draft. So while I don't think the Patriots are in a position to get someone like Marvin Harrison Jr., since they still don't have a long-term option at quarterback, there's still enough options where the Patriots could get 1, 2, or maybe even 3 wide receiver options who could be immediate contributors and potentially be featured players down the line in their offense.
Testing my skills on Prize Picks this season is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $1,000 with just a few taps. Use the code CLNS for the first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.